Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Gorgeous out here. Mostly clear skies. This is the south end of Delnor-Wiggins State Park. Couple little wispy clouds catching some color up here to the east. Look at that. Beautiful. It's around 6:30. Sunrise is at 6:40 this morning. Right now the temperature's a fairly mild 73 degrees. Gonna get up to 89 here in Naples. The high in Southwest Florida today is 94. That water temperature still 82 degrees. The tide on its way out. Low tide's at 8:59 at the Wiggins Pass. Our moon up there in the sky. Hit that share button if you're liking what you're seeing. I'm guessing you wouldn't be here if you didn't like what you're seeing. We'll take a little stroll up the beach, up to Wiggins Pass, see what's cooking, see what we can see. Well, I wish you were here with me. As of yesterday, I believe there were 5 sea turtle nests in the park. Loggerhead sea turtle nests. We'll see if there's any signs of some new action here. Had a beautiful sunset walk at Clam Pass yesterday evening. Absolutely glorious. I've got a little video that I recorded. Those incredible colors of twilight there. I'll share that sometime today. The water's kind of churned up. The surf has been a little rough. It looks like it's calming down a little bit. Right now the wind's coming out of the east. What wind there is, a very light breeze. It's going to pick up later today and shift around to the west, like it usually does this time of year. Sunny skies in the forecast for today, no rain. We desperately need some rain. The clouds already changing colors. The colors are starting to go to more of a orangey yellow color. They're a little more pink the last time we looked over here. I'm right at the north end of parking lot number 1 here. If you're watching on Facebook, which right now you are, but some folks will be watching on YouTube later today. But if you're watching on Facebook and if you enjoy my morning beach walks, a way to show some support and appreciation is by sending stars to my videos. You get a penny for each star that you send. And those pennies add up. That's a small little snowy egret down there running up the beach. We saw a lot of those at Clam Pass yesterday evening. We saw one that was being quite the bully. chasing all the others off. By the way, thank you for the stars yesterday evening. I very much appreciate that. A quick note though, I gotta pay my phone bill today. It's due any moment here, and if I want to see these live feeds continue, I gotta keep the phone running. Still a little short on that bill. That money has to come out of my beach walking funds. Still about 20 bucks shy. If you want to send a little tip, that would be greatly appreciated. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. I love coming out here and doing this. I love it. This is a full-time deal, keeping this page up and running, though. I'd rather do this than something else. I love my beach. I love my beach family. And I love these early morning views. God is so good. God is great. Can you see the moon? Kind of right in the center of the screen there. Starting to see that band of color out there now in the Gulf. Come walk with me. Come tag along. I'd love to see you out here. Nothing like starting your day at the beach, my friends. Maybe we'll find some nice shells up by Wiggins Pass this morning. We'll see what happens. Last time we were out here, we did a little shelling up there. This is the south end of parking lot 2 now. Do we have another nest in the park? Here's some fresh tracks right here. Here's a fresh set of loggerhead sea turtle tracks. Boy, she stayed tight here, up and down the beach. These tracks right here are the ones going back to the water, because you can tell how she pushed the sand back with her flippers. Over there, it's pushed this way. But here's where she came ashore, and it doesn't... Well, it looks like she just did a U-turn. Why did she do that? Darn it. She could come back. They'll make a couple attempts. There is the remains of somebody's sandcastle over here. Maybe she saw that and thought it was something else on the beach in the dark. That's why we ask you to level all your sandcastles during nesting season. Level your sandcastles. Fill in all your holes. And always, you should do this all the time, but always pick up your trash before going home. So that's a false crawl. That's going to be a false crawl. It might have been because of that stupid sandcastle. Come out here, have a blast. I really don't care if you dig holes and make sandcastles. It's just put the beach back the way you found it. It's like picking up your toys after you're done playing when you're a kid. Didn't your parents make you pick up all your toys, put them in a toy box, and clean up your room? Well, do the same thing with the beach. Leave it the way you found it. Leave it even better if you can. If you see somebody else's trash, help by picking that up. There are a lot of little shells on the beach. Man, remember that tide's still on its way out. If you want to do some shelling, holy moly, look at them all down here. Oh, I found a beautiful apple murex last night at Clam Pass. That made me happy. Just getting back into shelling. Got my cheater glasses on, so that helps out. I'll probably wind up needing to wear glasses here after everything's all said and done with my cataracts, but it's better than not seeing. What you got planned for today? Anything special? Thursdays are kind of like a funky day in between hump day and TGIF. Get a little more light out here. It's still kind of dark on the beach here. There's little pockets of shells and then they thin out. And they get heavy again. I'm gonna find a moon shell. Those are my favorites. I'd love to find a big moon shell. A tulip shell, those are beautiful. My absolute all-time favorite are the crown conchs, the king crowns. Those are gorgeous. I've never found a big one of those, but I have found some nice ones over the years. There's a big cockle shell. We'll see these live cockles out on the sandbars at low tide. You kind of see them half buried in the sand at low tide. The cockles. They got that darn blower going, blowing the sand out of the parking lots, but at least we got some parking lots open. Here's what's left of a little fighting conch. It's kind of cool. Seeing the broken shells, you can see the inside of them, where the little critter used to live. Very common shells, though, the fighting conchs here. The Florida fighting conch, by the way. Got to get the Florida in there. And then the shells, look, no more shells there. Make sure I didn't miss something walking along there. Make sure I didn't miss any turtle tracks. No, no turtle tracks. I was looking down at the shells. Boat Naples, don't forget about our friends at Boat Naples. It's summertime. I'm sure Boat Naples is going to have some summertime specials. So be sure to give them a call. Check out boatnaples.com. Then just before booking online, call and say you got any summer specials going, and let them know I told you to call and ask that. We still have our Thursday evening sunset cruises. We're trying to put together a Saturday morning nature cruise if anybody's interested. The Southwest Florida Television nature cruise, do some dolphin watching. Mornings are the best for finding those dolphins, for spotting them. No guarantees, but that's the best odds are in the morning when they come out and start feeding. bring some mimosas along. Woohoo! Mimosas and dolphins. How's that sound for a Saturday morning? So nothing really new happening here at the park other than our sea turtles coming ashore. 4 parking lots open. Area 5 and parking lot 5 still closed, and I think it's going to be closed for a while. Stay out of Area 5. Any areas that are roped off, stay out, please. I see people going under the ropes. That grinds my gears. It's one of my pet peeves. Holes on the beach, people going up into the dunes. You got no business being up there. The front gates open at 8 o'clock. Sometimes they'll let folks in a little bit earlier if the rangers are feeling gracious. Willet birds just took flight up ahead of me. Surprised they weren't screaming at me. They're noisy, those willet birds. Wow. Looking for a big worm shell. I haven't noticed any big wormies on the beach. Just little short broken pieces of them. Over the years, I've found some big worm shells. They're really cool. A few shells down here, but keep looking, think positive. That blower's noisy. Seagull landing on the beach just ahead of me. Where's all those dolphins? Boy, our friend Susan Dexter has been having some wonderful dolphin encounters out here in the afternoon. She's had them swimming around her, schools of fish swimming around her. Wouldn't that be something, huh? If you're out here swimming and all of a sudden a whole pod of dolphins start swimming around you. Ah. I love our dolphins. Well, that sun is up, still behind the treetops. We'll be seeing it by the time we get up to Wiggins Pass. You can see that glow over there. Looks like it might have been a quiet night for our sea turtles. had one come ashore last night, two the night before. They come usually in the middle of the night, early morning, under the cover of darkness. Well, I say that. And I see two crawl tracks right over. I see another set just up ahead of me. This is one from the other day. Yeah, these were from the other day. She stopped at the sand pile. It's a shame that pile's there. They don't want them going out into the parking lots or the road. Let's see if I can zoom in and see what that is. What number? I can't see it with my old eyes here. Gosh, my phone will not respond to my fingers. Can you see a number on the top of the stakes there? There's another one just up ahead of me to the left. I think. Or is it just a crawl? It's just a crawl. And that's a new crawl. And it's a false crawl. You can see where she went up, came up against the dune, turned around. It almost looks like she tried going up, but that's not from her. She stopped short, turned around right in there. So that's two false crawls this morning. And here is another crawl. A recent crawl that was successful right over in here. That looks like a fresh one. Nest 4. Cool. So we do have 5. Unless there's a new one. We still have more beach to walk here. There's no telling what those little girls are up to. Those little girls aren't so little. I'm not saying they're overweight. They're just big. Our loggerheads, but not as big as the leatherbacks. Holy cow. Those leatherbacks are monsters. Can you imagine seeing a 1-ton sea turtle? Woof. Looks like a false crawl from a couple of days ago. What's left of it right in there. I think it's fun. Looking for sea turtle nests, looking for shells. Getting out to the beach early is So cool. Remember who's doing that for you. Who gets up early, comes out to the beach to share his mornings with you. And sometimes sunset. Those sunsets are going to be happening more often, my friends. I love those sunsets. The only thing that's missing on my morning walks is you walking beside me. We're up to parking lot number 4 now. As we make our way up the mile-long beach at Delnor-Wiggins past State Park. That moon is beautiful up there. Can you see it? It's hard to see. Beautiful colors out there in the Gulf. One little tiny sanderling, one little tiny sandpiper right down there. Scurrying up the beach. In and out of the waves. Hit that share button, please. That helps me out. Share to your friends. Send them a text message with the link if you know how to do that. You go to where it says share and then you'll kind of swipe left and you'll see more options. You can send a Facebook message or a text message with the link. If you're liking what you're seeing. Speaking of seeing, I just saw the sun, Mr. Sunshine, winking at me. Just showing his smiling face over here. Beautiful. I love that. I love it when we see the sunrise together. Good morning, Mr. Sunshine. The Southwest Florida beach family says hello. Come on, let's have a new sea turtle nest. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see some dolphins. New nest, some dolphins. That'd be great. Maybe even a super nice shell find. That'd be the icing on the cake, huh? So many beautiful little shells, colorful little shells. Look at that. Boy, angel wing shells last night at Clam Pass. Wow, little tiny ones. That was really cool. I found a couple of them with both halves connected. That was really cool. Oh my Lord. I don't have time to go through this. Oh. Ha! Look at the pile of shells there. Holy guacamole, Caroline. Look at the pile of shells. This is where you just gotta sit on your tuchus and start sifting. There's bound to be some treasures buried in there. Holy mackerel. I like down here by the water where the Mother Ocean does the sifting. Spreads them all out. That's amazing. Another nice little pile up there. Tony would be in her glory sitting here on the beach. By parking lot number 4. We'll be coming up to Area Roy here in a minute. Got to get out in that water again. Get my toes in that water. Feels so good. Again, that water temperature's 82 degrees.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Where have you been?
You've been right here.
Yeah, I'm at the beach almost every morning. I just don't. There's more beaches than here.
Oh, you missed the hammerhead the other day.
Oh, another one?
No.
12-foot hammerhead. And when you enter in between the building and the park, that pathway, you're going down the path and you can see 12 o'clock. I thought it was a porpoise, big one.
Right.
Got closer. Man, that's a hammerhead.
I heard there was one out here.
12 foot. I was guessing 7 to 9 foot because you don't want to guess 30 foot. And paper said 12 foot.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, they're out there. They're not going to do
Did you
anything.
see that hook that was in his mouth? He had a hook.
I didn't see the article.
The size of this.
The size, really?
Yeah, it was after
So
him.
somebody was shark fishing.
The shark fishing, and then he didn't have like a line. He had rope, and it was cut like that, and it was frayed. So what I would have done, took a pocket knife, taped it to a pole, and
So got it out.
oh, he's huge.
Wow. I can't imagine what something like that weighs. I can't imagine catching something like that.
I guessed it's 700 pounds,
Woo!
and I think they said 500 maybe. I was pretty close. I'll get out of your way.
Oh, that's all right. It's like
Tell me your first name again.
Rob.
Rob?
Yeah.
Roger and Mary.
Mary.
What is your favorite beach? If you go to beach every day.
This one's my favorite because it's it's undeveloped.
Yeah.
And people don't bother him.
Oh, that doesn't bother me. I like it when people stop and talk. It makes it interesting. Then I also like going down to Clam Pass. I like getting past Pelican, all the condos and that little mile-long stretch to the end. I love it down there. I love getting down there for sunrise, up here for sunrise.
I like barefoot too.
Yeah,
But it's not developed either.
Yeah, see, I walk from my house in the morning, and that's a long walk to barefoot from here in Naples Park. So I kind of stay between Delnor-Wiggins and Clam Pass. Vanderbilt, I'll walk that, but I don't like.
That's an urban beach.
But people like that, that lifestyle. Have a wonderful day. Find me another hammerhead when you're up there. Hold on to them. Don't let them get away till I get up there.
We've had 2 turtles this morning.
The false corals.
One was a false. The second one, he went up out and around the pole. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I looked like a false one. I don't know. Only the Rangers will know.
Yesterday was 2 nests, and the day before there were...
Day before was 2.
2 nests.
Yesterday was
2
1.
false.
Yeah, we're up to like 5.
And then the day of the storm, it just finished, and 3 turtles came up after the rain went through at 5:30. So they were right here.
Oh, wow.
You could tell the fresh prints.
If you see the tail, if you see a line from the tail, that
They were 3 logs.
here's a way you can tell if it's not 100%, but if she laid eggs, is if you see the tail on the way back. If it looks like a tail, it's not the tailed. It's where the eggs come out, dragging on the ground. And it's real distinctive. It goes right down the middle of the tracks.
And I looked at them pretty close because 2 of the turtles were loggerheads because they walked like this.
Right.
And they wiggled the body.
Yep.
And then, but this one went. I don't know.
In 10 years coming out to the beach early in the morning, I've only seen 3. Only 3 times early in the morning.
Actually seen the turtles themselves?
Yeah, laying the eggs.
Yeah, I've seen it once, is all. But
Never saw them hatching.
big, huge loggerheads?
Yeah. I've seen, and I've never seen them hatch, but I've seen the babies running around on the beach.
No.
Well, I'll see you on the way back. This is where we lost a bunch of sand here. Darn it. We still got a little beach to go. I want to see a new nest today, darn it. That hammerhead shark, that would have been exciting to see. 12-foot hammerhead. Oh my Lord. Another mountain of seashells over here. It's a mix of sand and shells, but it's a lot of shells. And that does not look like anybody's gone through it. A pair of goggles sitting there. Find all kinds of junk on the beach. By the way, if you find toys, beach toys on the beach, they're setting boxes up. You can drop them in the parking lots where you can drop the toys for kids to use if they don't have toys to play with, and just put them back when you're done. If you play with the toys that are in the boxes, put them back when you're done. I'm looking for that big old moon shell and I don't see it. That's so cool. It's funny how the shells work. A big pile of them, then nothing. Then a big pile and nothing. Little crooked palm tree. It's been an awesome walk, at least in my opinion. I don't know if anybody's sent some stars. They're not showing up on my screen, the total number of stars. It says 0, but it said 0 yesterday, and I saw I got stars yesterday evening. However, right now, I cannot say this enough, stress this. Tips hugely important this morning, hugely important. There might not be a beach walk tomorrow morning. I got to pay the phone bill, and then that money has to come out of the beach funds. That's the rule set down by my wife. So those tips would be greatly appreciated this morning. I'm only like 20 bucks away. I love this view. You know where I'm going, don't you? You know where I'm headed, don't you? To that, one of my new favorite views of the beach. Looking past the three palms. What do you think of that? What do you think of that view? Do you like that view? See, I just saw somebody sent some stars, and they're not showing up on my screen. They're showing up in the comments, but they go so fast. I love that view right there. I've got to finish my beach walk, this live feed. I'm going to take a little walk up here at the north end of the park when the sun comes up, when it's a little brighter, and share that. And maybe I'll record something special for all of you subscribers. If you're not a subscriber to my Southwest Florida Television Facebook page, think about doing that, just to help ensure the continuation of these beach walks. Hey Randy, good morning. Beautiful screen capture. If you want to grab a screenshot, I'll hold it here for another couple of seconds to give you a chance to do that. Give you a little more blue sky up at the top of the frame here. Wow. Our beautiful Florida State Park and the old crooked palm tree back there in the middle. All right. I promised I'd take you up to Wiggins Pass. Let's keep on keeping on. Another one of our new nests over here. That beautiful Florida sun. Wiggins Pass is just ahead of us. See all this water up here. You're not supposed to be swimming out here. When it's super low tide and the sandbars are up, you can walk out there, but there's no swimming allowed up at this end of the park as you get closer to the pass. This was where all the fishermen would start hanging out up at this end of the park. Well, I don't think there's any new nests. Check later on Friends of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park's Facebook page. And they'll let you know if there's any new nests today. You can see who sponsored the nest. Great way to help our sea turtles sponsor a nest. You're probably all sponsored for this season. You got to get on that list early to sponsor a sea turtle nest. But that'd be a good way to help out our sea turtles. You can share a nest with another sponsor or sponsor the whole thing on your own. Especially local businesses. Great way to show that you're doing your part. Get in touch with the Friends of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park to do that. I'm not going to say never do we get sea turtles coming up at the end of the beach up by Wiggins Pass. We do, but it's not super common. We've had crawls and a nest up there. More crawls, false crawls, than nests up at the point. It's been such a beautiful morning. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for being a part of my life. Thanks for allowing me into your life. Uh-oh. and onto your screens. The gimbal went to sleep on me. That was bizarro. Bizarre. I don't know what caused that. It's got plenty of battery left. Sometimes there's dolphins playing in the pass in the morning, chasing their breakfast around, playing with their breakfast, tossing their breakfast, their fish up into the air, playing with it, showing off. Park rangers passed by just a couple of minutes ago. They're up around the corner, checking things out. What is going on with this gimbal? It just keeps conking out. Huh. I might not be recording anything later this morning. This might be it. Oh well. Actually, I looked at it and it's saying low battery. I don't know what's up with that. Sorry about that. Keep you on your toes. Well, we made it up to Wiggins Pass. That's what I wanted to do this morning. Yeah, I took a 4 photos from up on top of that Bluebell Avenue Bridge this morning, about 20 minutes before sunrise, 25 minutes. There might have been a sea turtle crawl up here. I'll share those photos later. And remember, I got that video, those gorgeous colors of twilight last night. I'll be sharing that later. Hey, if you sent a tip, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. That will get the phone bill paid, and I can continue walking tomorrow morning. This is just going to be a 1 live feed morning. Sorry. But any beach time is better than no beach time. See you later.
Bye, Rob.
Yeah, rangers are just walking the beach, checking things out. Cool. Probably a ranger and a volunteer. And look at that gorgeous sun. It's so cool. We made it in Wiggins Pass on an absolutely gorgeous Thursday morning in paradise. Couldn't ask for a nicer morning. Good morning. So glad I got to take you along for the journey. Enjoy the journey, my friends. Enjoy the journey. Hey, thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. The place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America. One nation under God. Keep her in your prayers. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.